everybody, I hope you're all well. If you are new here, I am Rachel. I'm a mummy to a little 18-month-old boy called Joshua, and the sorts of things that you're going to find on this channel are baby related, parenting related, lifestyle, hauls, days in the life, reviews, little bits of everything really. If that's your cup of tea, then please hit the subscribe button down below, and if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. I thought I would come back today with a video all about my tips and pieces of advice that I would give to somebody that is about to become a parent or first-time parents, because hindsight's a lovely thing, and these are the sorts of things that I wish I could go back and tell myself when I first had Josh. So they're not hacks as such, they're more like pieces of advice and tips and things like that, and I just thought it would be interesting. So if you have any tips that you wish you could go back and tell yourself when you were a first time mum, then please leave them down below. It's so interesting to hear everybody's different points of view. So I'm just going to get stuck straight into it. I've got a little bit of paper with everything written on here, so if you see me looking down, then that's why. Also, I've got a coffee because it's my first coffee of the day, and it's like 1:45, and I just need this right now. So it's going to be a bit of a chatty one, but there we go. So my first tip would be that it's okay to feel like you're not okay. It's such a massive transition from from having no children to suddenly having this little newborn baby that requires, you know, care 24 hours. And there are some bits of parenting that I look back and I think I didn't like some bits of having a newborn. Like, who likes getting up in the middle of the night every 2 to 3 hours? And there were just some bits that I didn't enjoy, and I wish I could go back and tell myself that that's okay, and it's okay to not enjoy every aspect of parenting, and it's okay to feel like you're not okay, because it's a massive change and it is going to take a while to adjust and get back into a routine and start feeling a little bit normal again. So definitely the first piece of advice I give to myself is that it's okay to feel like you're not okay. That is normal to feel like you're not okay. The second piece of advice that I would go back and tell myself is take the help when it's offered. If somebody comes around and they offer to put the hoover around, or they offer to take a load of washing home and wash it for you, take that offer of help. It's so difficult when you've got a newborn baby and they take up so much of your time, and it's so easy to let little jobs like that get on top of you. And I also find that you're so emotional and you're so easily offended when you've got a newborn, because you're in this little bubble, and sometimes it can be taken the wrong way, like people think that you're not coping, but it's really not the case. People just want to help. They just want to help you and make your life a little bit easier. So if somebody offers to take a load of washing away and wash it for you, take that offer of help, because you will feel a million times better that everything's not getting on top of you. The third tip that I would give to a first-time mum is make a little box for upstairs with some nappies, some wipes, some vests, some sleep suits, some Sudocrem, and so in the middle of the night you don't have to go stumbling around the baby's bedroom looking for clothes, looking for nappies, things like that. It just makes your life a little bit easier, and it means you can get back into bed that little bit quicker and get a little bit more sleep. We did this when Josh was a newborn, and after having a cesarean, it was just so, I was so glad that I'd done it, because I didn't have to go stumbling around the house in the middle of the night getting cold and unable to find nappies and things like that. It just makes your life a little bit easier, and anything that makes your life a little bit easier when you've got a newborn is good. The fourth tip that I would give to new parents or expectant parents is really take this time to remember to communicate with each other, because it's so easy to snap at each other when you're really tired, and it's because you're not communicating properly. And it's also really important not to take everything that gets said in anger to heart, because believe me, sorry about that guys, my battery ran out and it's about to run out again, which is so annoying. But anyway, as I was saying, believe me, if I took everything to heart that me and my partner had said to each other when Josh was a newborn in anger when we were sleep deprived, we probably wouldn't be together right now. So it's really important to make sure that you're communicating, and also to not take things to heart when you get snapped at or when you're the one that's snapping at somebody, because you're both in this boat together, you're both absolutely exhausted. So just try and be a little bit more considerate if possible, and just try and remember that they don't mean it and they're just doing it because they're really, really tired. My battery ran again. So I will film the rest of this video at some point. The last tip that I would give to expectant parents or somebody that's just had a newborn is, and probably the most important tip I would say, is trust your instincts as a parent. You might feel like you haven't got this and you don't know what you're doing, but believe me, you have, and you know that baby better than anybody, better than any healthcare professional or anybody that's had a child previous to you. You know them better than anybody. You're the ones that are with them 24/7, and in my experience of being Josh's mum, I have found that my instinct has always been right. And it's something that I really struggled with when Josh was tiny, was to trust my instincts, because I felt like I'd never done it before, and how could I trust my instincts? I didn't know how to look after a baby. But in hindsight, and like I said, isn't hindsight such a great thing, I really should have just trusted my instincts, because I was right every time. And I would say that's the most important thing when you have got a new baby, is to trust yourself, trust your gut, because generally as that child's parent, you are right. So those are my 5 tips for expectant or new parents about becoming a parent. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you all again soon, guys. Bye!